my bread together and let it rise yesterday, but I did not bake it yet. So I'm going to get that out of the fridge and let that come to room temperature, and then I'll put it into the oven to bake. Today's art history skein is from Sophie, and she's included this bright neon pink, it's amazing, mini skein, and she's named it Lunar by Michael Clark. This is another one I was not familiar with, so I had to look it up, but I'll insert a picture for you on the screen of it. And yeah, this is also going to be perfect because I'm sure I was probably starting to run out of my like hot pink neons for my blanket, so I'm really excited to have another one to be able to use in it for the pops of neon. She also included these little sweets of Swizzle's Love Hearts. I'm not sure if these taste like conversation hearts or what. I've never had these before, so we will investigate. Can't step on my puzzle, but let's just say making separates was definitely a good idea. I've worn them so much since I started making them, so I know I need to get more of this kind of stuff into my wardrobe. Today's handmade outfit is the Polaris top by French Poetry with some modifications, and then the skirt that I just finished. Although the skirt I'm noticing is like kind of loose. It's got about 2.5 inches of positive ease in it, so I think I might take it in a little bit. We'll see. Still thinking about it. Day 4 of the Stress Knits 7-day advent calendar, and this one is called Bottle Brush Trees. Such a festive colorway. This would make amazing holiday socks. Absolutely amazing. Love these. This is perfect. Love it. Because my pattern is not going to get here until Friday for Andrew's Christmas present, I decided to go ahead and do my hack where I take the printed and taped together PDF pattern, then lay it out in InDesign and get it printed. So I had that done. I have the pattern ready to cut out. All I'm waiting on right now is the fabric for the mane. I have the fabric for the lining. So I think what I'll go ahead and do today is cut out the pattern pieces, cut out the lining, because that is the part that's really like the most of a giveaway of like what it is that I'm doing, because he knows about the hoodie in general, but he just doesn't know when it would be happening. So if he sees me cutting out the Sherpa lining, he's gonna know immediately that I'm cutting out his hoodie. So if I can cut the Sherpa fabric out while he's not here, then I could easily get away with cutting out the black fabric for the mane, because I sew with black all the time, so it wouldn't be like a giveaway if I have to cut that out while he's here. So fingers crossed. So I'm going to set that up on my lunch break today and try to cut out the Sherpa on my lunch break. And unfortunately, I'm tracking my fabric right now on USPS, and it just says in transit, arriving late. Your package will arrive later than expected, but it's still on its way. It is currently in transit to the next facility. They don't have an expected date, so I don't know. I know USPS is like so overloaded with packages this season especially, so it's not like their fault or anything like that. I just like, I need that fabric. Bread is out of the oven. Look at those beautiful crispy ridges. I used the recipe called Artisan No Knead bread from Recipe Tin Eats. I'll leave it linked in the description box below. It's such a good recipe. Lately I've taken to adding like rosemary into it just because I think it tastes really good, but you can just do a plain loaf if you prefer. It's so easy. You can have the whole thing finished from start to finish in 3 hours if you want. I just decided to mix it up last night and then bake it this morning. So it's super, super tasty. I'll show you when I cut into it.
On Christmas Day, oh brave withered sail those ships all three, on Christmas Day in the morning. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. They sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning.
Feeling a little bit unsure about what size to cut out because Sherpa takes up so much space. So all of my research has pointed me in the direction of sizing up because the Sherpa will take up so much space on the inside. So normally I would cut a medium or a large for him, but I think I'm definitely gonna cut the large. I just measured one of his winter coats to see the crosswise width, and that kind of confirms what size I think I'm gonna cut. So I think I'm gonna go with the large, fingers crossed that the sizing works out.
The bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, and all the bells.
He's home. Now what am I going to do? So I had to hurry and bring all of the pattern pieces into the craft room so that he wouldn't see it. Now I feel like I should probably cut out some sort of like a decoy project just in case, but it has to be something in black fabric so I don't have to keep switching out my threads all the time. Let's see, what do we have here? So these are some patterns I recently purchased that are in my contenders. McCall's M6679. I think this one is super cute. I also do like that ruffle up there though. This one, McCall's 6331. This is a vintage pattern with one size. I've never purchased vintage patterns before. I just purchased it based on the bust size. But McCall's is notoriously too big, so I might have to take this in if their sizing hasn't changed over the years, because if I cut out my bust size that's recommended in their patterns now, they're always too big. So this may or may not fit. It would be an experiment, but I do think that this is super cute. This is one that I purchased a while ago. It's a highly sought after Laura Ashley pattern, so when you see them online, they're usually pretty expensive. It was like $20 for this pattern, but look at that top. Look at that, it's so cute. Oh, I love this. And then this one, which looks very 70s boho. Look at these tops. This looks like something this looks like Anna Allen. This could be Anna Allen clothing designs right there. This girl even looks like her.
Come sailing on Christmas Day in the morning.
Here's the situation. I need a decoy project to work on. Just in case he sees me working on his Christmas present and asks what I'm working on. I can like pull this out and be like, oh, I'm working on this top. And also because I want to make this top, let's be real. Okay, so let's see the options of stuff though, because I can't really decide what to make, but I think I know what I'm gonna make. All right, well, I'll show you. Four ideas. So first I wanna make a dupe of this Theory Colson blouse, which I have been calling my poet shirt. I want to make my poet shirt. And I think this is really cute. And I want to use this McCall's pattern that I purchased, M6679, to use as a dupe. I have this periwinkle silk organza, which would be a more structured kind of top. And then of course I have the black silk chiffon. I also have a black cotton voile that I can make. So those are options 1 and 2. Option 3 is this McCall's skirt, M8051. And I want to make this version right here, the short one, in this houndstooth, which is a black and camel colored houndstooth. That would be super, super cute, preppy vibes. And then my 4th option, I think you guys know I want to make the Jessica blazer, but I'm not quite ready to sink my teeth into a project like that yet. So I thought I would kind of get started on the whole look though with this McCall's 8133. I want to make a waistcoat to go with it. So the best version A right there. And that's my option 4. Andrew is all about me making the poet shirt in black, obviously. So I think I am going to make that just because I've been wearing so many separates lately, like the skirt. It's been so hot today, so I took off that top that I was wearing earlier. But I've been wearing so many separates and they've been so useful in my wardrobe, so it will be nice to have another one to put into the rotation. And I need her here tonight. He's behind you, he's behind you, he's behind you. So I just thought I would talk you through my process a little bit because I know a lot of you really enjoy this. So this is the pattern I want to use to mimic this blouse by Thierry Colson. It's really quite similar. The sleeves are a little bit bigger, obviously, and they're like elasticated, it looks like right here, whereas these are full-length sleeves. So I could easily change this to be a 3/4 length sleeve or keep this and just push it up with this elastication to kind of give it that volume that this sleeve has. So I would just make the cuff not as tight with the elastic. The main difference between my pattern and the blouse is that this blouse has like a pleated ruffle around it, or just like a super gathered ruffle all the way around it, whereas this one, it's attached in the neck binding. This one doesn't have it at all. So the best way I think to dupe this right here is to just make view A with the view B sleeve, and then to get that ruffle I'll just create a separate ruffle, so cutting a really long strip of fabric and gathering it and gathering it and gathering it until I have the length that I need, and then I will finish both edges of it. So I'll finish the edges off before I stitch it down, and then just stitch it on down around the neck binding or the collar. Call it a day. I think that will work perfectly. Even the like tie right here, there's like a tie, it even has that already. So really this top is quite perfect. It'd be really easy to dupe this Thierry Colson blouse, so I'm really excited. It is night 2 of cooking with that new cookbook we got, the Broad Fork, and also with the Italian cookbook. So far, we have to admit, we're not big fans of either cookbook yet. It's deceiving. The salad last night just wasn't very good. I feel like we could make better stuff on our own than the flavors they combine, but we're just gonna keep going forward in case it was something that was just fluky with that one recipe. So tonight we're making steamed new potatoes with green garlic, and we're also making a roasted shiitake salad with orange, celery, and ponzu. The problem with this Broad Fork cookbook in particular is that a lot of the ingredients are like, you can't find it in just like a normal grocery store. You have to go to like specialized grocery stores or ones that are a lot bigger than ours to find it. Like Whole Foods might have a lot of this, but these little Brooklyn grocery stores don't have.
I don't even know if Whole Foods would have a lot of this stuff. This is like A lot of these ingredients are like for professional, like high-end Michelin star type restaurants. But then the quality of the recipe doesn't match that. It's just like, it's almost like aspirational.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's a little too pretentious, I think.
yeah.
You know what's really hard to cut out? No. Black silk chiffon. Snow tomorrow?
Snow tomorrow and Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
8 to 12 inches.
Whoa. I'm ready.